Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Conscious Spirit Podcast. I'm Trevor, and welcome to another Trevor's Tarot Table. This week, we're doing something a little different. We are doing channeled messages from the Archangels. So this week will be part one, and then in 2 weeks will be part two. This week, we are doing channel messages from Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, and Archangel Chamuel. I hope you all enjoy. I will give everyone a few moments to look at each group. We have group one, Archangel Michael, group two, Archangel Ariel, and group three, Archangel Chamuel. Allow yourself a moment, some few deep calming breaths, get yourself grounded, and pick the Archangel that is calling to you right now. All right, I will see you in a moment. Hello, group one, or Archangel Michael. Here are your cards. So we have, and as a tarot reader, I don't normally take reverses, but this time I am. So we have the Ten of Wands reversed, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Two of Swords. So Archangel Michael is here to tell you, here to help you to give yourself the permission to allow Spirit to just take away those burdens from you. With this Ten of Wands, you do not need to carry all of that weight by yourself. It is just not necessary. This is not a solo journey. We are here in this physical body, but we are also here as spiritual beings, and we have those spiritual allies to help guide us and to call upon when we need help. And not only that, we need to make sure that we have solid support systems around us in our human lives to feel like we don't have to take on the burden of life all on our own. That is what Archangel Michael is here to tell you, group one, especially with this Hierophant. He is here to lead you through and out of whatever situation, burden, hardship you have going on right now. What you have to do is really listen and pay attention to the signs or the messaging that you probably are getting but are not listening to, which is okay. That's part of human life. Spirit does not hold any grudges if you don't listen to the messages or allow the guidance. It's okay. And life doesn't have to be so regimented. It doesn't have to look so clear, clean, and cut. Life is often not like that, ever. So why are we trying to make that fit when it can't? It's like putting a square peg into a round hole. Or if you ever, okay, Michael's showing me, if you ever get to the last piece of a puzzle and they send you a duplicate piece, and you're like, oh, it's kind of like that. You can't make it fit. You kind of have to just accept what is and move on. And with this Two of Swords here, you are kind of creating your own obstacles, so to speak. You've got those blinders on, that blindfold, and you're not allowing yourself to see all the help and all the tools and resources that you do have available to you. And of course, with the blindfold on, everything seems bleak and dim and dark. But Archangel Michael wants you to know that they do not have to be like that. And a great practice for group one is meditation. Get yourself grounded and allow yourself to just be. Forget about your human problems and just allow the guidance of spirit and your higher self in. And also, Archangel Michael's telling me that to allow in the vibration of gratitude, even though life isn't what you expect it to be or would want it to be right now, have gratitude for that. There's a reason why it's not quite looking like the way you want it to. It might not meant it might not be meant for you at this time, or what you're asking for, you already have. It just doesn't look the way you expected. And it's important to really manage or let go of those expectations altogether, because if we keep those and we stay so rigid with those, we do not allow spirit the room to really work, and we don't allow ourselves the ability to co-create with spirit. And that is so important. All right, group one, those were your cards. Thank you. Hello, group two, or Archangel Ariel. Here are your messages from her. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the King of Swords. So group two, Archangel Ariel is here to say that you need to give yourself some more self-love, self-care time. With this Queen of Cups, you really need to access that nurturing, loving, caring energy for yourself. And you really need to listen to your intuition and your own guidance when you're being called to take a break before you let yourself get to this burnout place. It's much harder to recover from burnout when you get there than it is to just give yourself the time and the space to rest. In group two, I'm getting that you don't always like to take those moments of rest because you feel like you're going to be left out. It's almost like FOMO, like fear of missing out. But what is meant for you and what's meant to happen for you will happen. You do not need to go chasing these things or these moments. Allow them to come to you, and they will. You do not need to expend any unnecessary energy trying to create these narratives or these stories. When you allow the beauty of life to just naturally unfold, it will, and you will be shocked at how the quality that comes from that, as opposed to putting yourself into that burnout mode, that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. That is tiring after a while. We do not need to be in that. We're not meant to be in that. It is too much for us to handle. And that's really what I get, especially with this Four of Swords group two. It's becoming an unhealthy habit at this point, and we need to flip the script, so to say, on that unhealthy habit, because it's going to a point of it's getting harder and harder to recover and to come back from it. You probably notice that each time you get into burnout, you're tired slightly longer and a little bit more. It takes you another day or so to really get out of it. You need to stop doing that to yourself. Give yourself the love and the care that you deserve. And with this King of Swords here, that's all about finding that balance, knowing when you need to bring in that energy of needing to really buckle down and do things and get things done in your human life, but also knowing when to take the sword and just put it down and walk away. And then you can always come back to something. Tomorrow's another day. Nothing is permanent. even though sometimes we feel like things are. And sometimes all it takes is a shift in perspective. You set something down, walk away, you come back and you'll notice different things about it, different ways to go about your situation or life. It's all about giving yourself the time and the grace to walk away and come back. We don't have control over a lot of things, but that is something we can control, is ourselves. All right, thank you, group 2. Hello, group 3, or Archangel Chamuel. Here are your cards. So we have the Fool, Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So, group 3, there is an opportunity for a fresh, new, fun, new beginning. There's just all sorts of new untapped energy and potential here, especially with this Fool card. And you are being called, Archangel Chamuel is telling you, be excited about this new opportunity. Don't fear it, don't shy away from it, even though it is scary and you don't know what lies ahead. Throw yourself into that unknown, into the new opportunity. You will see some beautiful outcomes from that. We miss 100% of the shots that we don't take. So that means if we don't take the opportunity, then of course something's going to come of it. But it's better to know that we tried it and nothing came of it than to live with regret that, like, man, I wish I had done that. We don't want to live with that fear of regret, even though that does happen and that's part of life. But try your best, group 3, to get out of that bit of fear that you might be feeling. And I also get fear of repeating past cycles. So with this Six of Swords, you're afraid to leave behind what is familiar to you because you don't know what really lies ahead. Even though Archangel Chamuel wants you to go for these opportunities, because I really get with this, there's beautiful opportunity here for change, for freedom, for stability. And this is really an opportunity to leave behind what no longer serves you, whether that be on your healing journey or in your physical human life or wherever, whatever areas of life. You can, at this time, take stock or take inventory, so to say, and figure out what it is that you want to let go of or what you want to change. And with this Knight of Wands here, you are fully encouraged and you are supported by Spirit to go for it. You find that passion and that excitement. Really, what I get from Chamuel is excitement. This feels really exciting. And there's a little silver lining of fear. But if that fear starts to grow, again, get yourself grounded, allow yourself some time, some meditation time with Spirit, and just ground out that fear, and you will be fine. You will be able to move forward with strength and positivity and confidence. And part of that Knight of Wands energy is a little bit of the confidence and the cockiness. But sometimes in life, we need that energy. We need to almost be borderline kind of cocky and full of ourselves, especially when other people are telling us that we should or shouldn't do something. It's like we know what is best for us, and we're not going to listen to those people. So group 3, you just move full steam ahead with whatever this might be. and stand rooted in those decisions because they are yours to make. And if they don't pan out, that's okay too. We get something from every triumph and every tribulation from life. There is something to be gained, always. Alrighty, thank you, group 3. Alrighty, thank you everyone for tuning in to this week's Pick a Card. Thank you, Spirit and the Archangels, for channeling those messages. Those were beautiful. I hope everyone enjoyed those messages, and I will see you in 2 weeks in part 2 of the rest of the Archangels' messages. Can't wait to see what they have in store. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.